friends, how are ye? Today I'm doing a real ass get ready with me, as if you couldn't already tell by the title. So I was just gonna get ready and like film, but then I thought, I feel like I haven't done a real ass get ready with me in a long time. Marc Jacobs, what is this? Shameless, Youthful Look, 24-hour foundation. I feel like I haven't done a get ready with me in a long time, even though it's only been like a week. I don't know what it is lately, but time for me is just like, oh, I want to do this primer under it. Time for me is like seriously sitting still. I was like, oh my God, I think I forgot to do a favorites last month. And I didn't. Like, I did a favorites on April 2nd, and it feels like it's been so much longer than that, like, it feels like time has been so much longer than April 2nd. It's been exactly a month. Today is May 3rd, so it's been exactly a month since I've done a favorites, but it feels like I forgot last month. I don't know what my deal is, but is there like something weird in the atmosphere going on? I don't know. Wow, that's a super fucking glowy, girl, but I don't mind it. I live for it. But anyways, I don't know what the deal is. It just feels like time is like going so slow, but yet going so fast. Like, it feels like there's been so much time going by in between things I'm doing. God, my throat is driving me crazy because my allergies are like rocking right now because it's like storming outside. It's so gloomy outside. We got just a little taste, just a little snidbit of a taste here in Ohio of what it's like to like have good weather, and all of a sudden, 2 days, we got 2 days, that's about all we got, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, fuck you, Ohio, nope, we're gonna give you thunderstorms. Thanks for that, universe, thanks so much. Not bitching though, not bitching, I'm trying to be more positive. I've been like in a really, kind of like a negative headspace lately, but I'm getting out of it now. Positivity, been listening to my man Tony Robbins, Big Tone, that's why I like to call him. I like to call him Big Tone because we cool like that. But anyways, so what's up? What's going on? What's the tea? Oh, I know, I wanted to talk to you guys about, I'm thinking of changing. I need to like focus on doing my makeup because I find myself talking and then I don't get my makeup done, and then the video ends up being 3.5 hours long, which y'all don't seem to mind. A lot of you guys are like, oh my God, yes, a 50-minute video, which is fine by me because y'all know I fucks with that. Like, I talk all the talks. But anyways, I wanted to talk to you guys about changing my YouTube schedule because I don't know whatever made me decide to choose Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. I kind of do. Yes, I do. I do know what made me decide to choose that. Because I feel like everybody else always uploads on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Like people that do, you know, 2 to 3 videos a week. It's usually Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So I was like, well, let me just switch that up and do something different, since I thought, you know, since everybody else is uploading Monday, Wednesday, Friday, then I'll like be the in-between girl. It's kind of not working out for me though, because like on Tuesdays, I feel so rushed around because I don't know what ever made me think that that would be a good idea in the first place, because we have karate on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Like, y'all know, I've told you before, if you don't know, you're gonna know. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, Aiden goes to karate. So usually he would go from 6 to 7. And the place that he goes to karate at is like about 20-25 minutes away from our house. So we would usually, because it was from 6 to 7, we would usually get off karate and then we would just like grab something out to eat for supper. Well, he has bumped up to the adult class because he's 13 now. So because he's in the adult class runs from 7 to 8:30, and we go to bed at 9:30 every night on the dot. Like, no ifs, ands, or buts. I'm very adamant about everybody in my entire house going to bed at the same time. I don't know why I'm like that. I've been like that like from the get-go. Like ever since Aiden was a baby, I was just like super adamant about getting him on a schedule and him having, I mean, he's fucking 13 years old. Most kids at 13 years old just like go to bed whenever the fuck they want, but I'm like super adamant about school. So, and my kid is super fucking smart, and I want him to stay super smart, and I want him to like, you know, be well-rested, well rested. Not, what did I say? Well-rested. I want him to be well-rested for school. I want him to be well-rested for school, so he's not like tired and groggy when it comes to like testing and things like that. So I was like, you know, ever since he was young, I've just been like, everybody goes to fucking bed at the same time. I don't give a fuck. So, and I think it's like worked out, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's worked out for our family, and it's, I don't know, I think it just teaches him like structure and stuff like that. Who gives a fuck? Anyways, that's the deal. We go to bed at like 9:30 at night, right? So now that karate runs from 7 to 8:30, it's like so fucking hard to get videos done, to like edit and stuff like that, because I film all day Tuesday, and then, you know, by the time I'm done filming and everything else, I have to go pick bro up from school, and then when we get back, I have to start supper because I'm like cooking at home now, since, you know, we're not going in that in-between time of like supper time, you know what I mean? Like going to karate then. I'm cooking at home, so when he gets home from school, then I start supper, and then it's like, it just gets crazy, girl. And then by the time we get home and, you know, get all of our stuff off and like get settled in and everything, and I like wash my makeup off, do all that shit, then I feel like I don't have time for editing. So I think what I'm gonna do is just change my schedule to Monday, Wednesday, Friday, like normal people. And I don't know why I decided to do Saturdays too, because, you know, I do shit with my family on Saturdays. Tim and bro have like work and school all week. And then, you know, Saturdays and Sundays are when we spend time together and we do things. We go out and do stuff on the weekends. I'm using that Catrice. Oh, I have like, it's gotta be a white hair or something on my face, and it's driving me nuts. I want to dig it off. Do you ever like scratch your face with your beauty blender? Oh, Jesus. It feels like moderately satisfying, but just satisfying enough that you're like, okay, I don't have to like claw my face off right now. I'm using the Catrice Prime and Fine Makeup Transformer Drops. I mentioned these in my favorites, which should already be up by now, hopefully. I might even like try to be a real YouTuber and put a card somewhere like around about here. So anyways, I'm thinking of changing to Monday, Wednesday, Friday. That way it kind of gives me the weekend. I don't have to rush around. And on top of that, then it's like my videos aren't going up Tuesday at fucking, you know, 1 o'clock in the morning or whatever it is that they happen to upload, because normally, you know, we're going to bed, so I kind of just like rush around to edit it, and then I set it on like auto upload, and then it, you know, however long that takes it to upload with my stupid Wi-Fi, and then it doesn't end up getting up until like 1 o'clock in the morning, which some of you guys are like okay with. A lot of you guys are like, I don't give a fuck, bitch, as long as the motherfucker's up, that's all I care about. But I'm trying to like maybe be a little bit more structured about it, because it just seems to be more beneficial to be like a little bit more structured with your channel, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna try to do that, girl. I'm gonna try to get it together, and maybe not even like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, excuse me, because I feel like Mondays are like the day that I usually like get all my laundry done and like, you know, go grocery shopping, run my errands, do this, do that. But I'm thinking about, oh, I already primed my eyes and did my brows. Did I tell you that? I mean, obviously you can fucking see it, duh. But, you know, it is what it is. It's a real ass get ready with me. Y'all know these videos are very minimally edited. They're just like, we sitting together. It's me, girl. It's you, girl. We getting together. We kikiing it up. We sitting down. We getting ready. We putting our makeup on. It ain't no crazy edited, like, production or nothing like that. Anyway, what was I talking about? I don't remember. I've had a lot of caffeine. I may or may not have drank a Red Bull today, which probably wasn't the greatest idea. What was I talking about? Give me a second to collect my thoughts. Oh yes, my schedule. So I'm also thinking like, oh, I don't know if Monday would be like the greatest idea, because I like do all my running and stuff. But I'm going to try to, depending on like, you know, what we've got going on, what plans we have, with me, Tim, and Aiden, I'm going to try to possibly do all that stuff on Sunday. So I'm gonna try to like get my groceries and stuff like that, even though I swore to myself I would never go up in the Myers and try to try to grocery shop on a Sunday ever again, because it gets crazy up in the Myers on Sunday. Where I live, like, Myers is literally the only store, like grocery store wise, basically in our town. There's like this side of town, like I live out in the country, but on the, what is it, north, south, east, west? So I live on the west side. On the east side of town, clear on the other side of town, is like a Walmart Supercenter. We have a Walmart, but it's a busted ass Walmart. It's a ghetto ass Walmart. Like, all the fucking teen moms are up in there with their kids, fucking hanging off of the carts, like barefoot and dirty and screaming, barefoot, dirty, screaming kids hanging off the carts, and fucking just madness, people screaming at their kids, hillbillies up in there with fucking pajama pants on, like, I told you not to touch that. Get the fuck over here, Cletus. Cletus? That's the first name that I could think of, was Cletus. Who fucking names their kid Cletus? No shade if you named your kid Cletus. Just saying. Anyway, so I don't go to the Walmart because Walmart's pretty ghetto where I live. The super Walmart is really nice, but it's like a half an hour away from my house. So I go up in the Myers, and you know, there's like a Chiefs or whatever too, which is relatively probably about the same distance as the Myers, but the Chiefs ain't got shit. Myers just has a better selection than, you know, what the Walmart does, what everywhere else does. So because of that, like, everybody goes to the Myers on a Sunday, and it ain't cute, girl. It's not pretty. It's hard to get around. A lot of times I'll just fucking throw my headphones in and like watch me some Americans. I've been watching the Americans lately. It's kind of fucking good. When I first started watching it, I was like, this is fucking boring, because Tim kept begging me, because the new season come on, it's like the final season. A few weeks ago, I think there's like 4 or 5 episodes for season 6 or whatever. Tim kept begging me, you have to watch the Americans, you have to watch the Americans. The last season's on, we can watch it together. Because as I've mentioned before in videos, there's not a lot of there's not a lot of TV shows that Tim and I watch together. So he was like begging me to watch the Americans. I was like, fine, I'll fucking watch it. So the first season, watched the first season, and I'm like, it's alright. So it was kind of a show that, wow, that is a lot of fucking highlighter right there on my forehead. It was kind of a show where I was like, it's okay, but it's not one of those shows where I'm like, oh my god, I have to watch the next episode right fucking now. It wasn't anything like that for me. It was just kind of like, okay, like, this is a decent show. I can fucks with this show, so I'll just save the show for the gym, for when I go to the gym. Well, I started lifting at the gym, and instead of, because a lot of times when I go to the gym, I would just go fucking get on the treadmill, watch some TV on the treadmill or on the elliptical or whatever. But now I'm like actually trying to do shit, so I need to start lifting weights. You wanna know why I started lifting? Words are not my friend today, girl. English. Anyways, do you want to know the reason why do I feel like I have so much hair on my face right now? Sometimes I drop my beauty blender on the floor and then it gets like a Hoyt hair on it or two, and then it like sticks to my face, my foundation and shit, and it makes my face itch. Anyways, you want to know the reason why I need to like cut it out with a highlighter, right? Because damn bitch, yes, I like to look like a glowy fat man, glistening fat man. Oh, did I just put that on my pores being stupid and stuff? The reason why I started lifting weights, oddly enough, is because do I feel like there's a hair on my face and there's nothing there? What is life right now? Hourglass ambient lighting powder, diffuse light, is because I was watching this video. I don't know why, and I usually don't watch weight loss videos or anything like that, because honestly, I could really give a fuck. I am not like it's not that I don't like my body. I just don't care about that. I just want to be able to fit into my clothes. That's all it is, because I got a whole closet of clothes and I can't fit into them anymore because I've gained like 30 fucking pounds over the past year. Just with everything, like with Tim's dad and stuff like that, I'm such a fucking emotional, stress ass bitch, eating bitch girl, like a stress eating bitch, like a mofo, right? So I'm like, I need to fucking do something. I started doing keto, and I like keto a lot. I will say, because I've had a couple of you guys ask me, I'm having such a good hair day today. What do you guys see? Oh, you guys probably already did see my favorites. It's from that, oh my God, that, what's it called? What's it called? What did I say it was? The Living Proof stuff. I got foundation powder all up in my brows. I'm gonna have to re-gel those down. The Living Proof stuff. Like, look at my hair. I'm just like in awe of my hair. I never wear my hair straight. You guys know I never wear my hair straight if you watch my videos. When was the last time you seen a bitch with straight hair? Not very long. I was gonna say not very long ago. No, it's been a long time. But anyways, I could do without like this thing right there, and then this is like going under, and then this is going out. This is like Patty Duke. This is like fucking, what's her name? Carol Brady. Boom. Carol Brady on this side, Patty Duke on this side. Not feeling it. Jesus. Am I fucking like 80 years old? I'm talking about Patty Duke and Carol Brady. What's wrong with me? Anyways, continuing on into what I was saying. I started lifting weights because I watched, I don't know why, I watched Amy Macedo's, like she had recently lost like 30 or 40 pounds, something like that. And I do follow Amy Macedo. I don't watch a lot of her videos all the time. I watch some of her videos. A lot of times, like I watch, this is the Milani Dulce Bronzer BT Dubs. A lot of times I watch people's videos. This is gonna sound really weird, and I know you guys do it too, but people don't like come out and say that they do this, but they fucking do this, girl. You can tell by stats on YouTube that this is what everybody does. I don't know why. A lot of times I watch her videos because I like the way that she looks. I know it sounds weird. She's like very aesthetically pleasing to me. I don't know why, but I just like I don't know, I just like the way that she looks, which is like one of the same reasons why I watch like Jaclyn Hill. Like I like the way that Jaclyn Hill looks. She's very pretty. I like the shape of her face. I like her eyes. Like I do like how she does her makeup. It's a little, you know, I wouldn't do my makeup that way because it's just like too much for me. You guys know I'm trying to get on this all natural tick. What am I saying? Kick. That's the word I wanted to use, was kick. I'm trying to get on this like all natural kick. Not really, but like I just can't pack my face full of shit anymore. It just ain't working, girl. It's like not appeasing to me to pack my shit full of makeup and bake and do all that stuff. But anyways, I went a little crazy with that bronzer too. See what I'm talking about? I be talking and shit, and then I just get crazy with my stuff. So I, you know, am subscribed to Amy Macedo. Started watching her video, and she was talking about like how she lost weight. Hold on, my battery on my phone, which I use for a monitor, is like going dead here. I might have to take a quick pause and go get my phone charger. Anyways, I was watching her video, and she was talking about how she lost weight and stuff, and she goes into this whole spiel about her losing weight from like lifting and stuff like that, and she was talking about muscle. My thing is I've never wanted to like lift weights and like do HIIT training and stuff like that because I was always too scared to build muscle under the fat that's already there. So I'm like, I don't want to like bulk up and like lift weights and then have muscle under fat, so then I'm like essentially getting bigger because of it. That's why I've always stuck to cardio, because I always thought that you're supposed to do cardio first to like burn fat, and then once you get down to like, you know, whatever you want to be, then you start to tone up. But she was explaining it as in, which she's obviously done her research, and this bitch hasn't, because I don't give a fuck that much, you know what I mean? But she's obviously done her research, and she was saying like, oh, you need to build muscle because she was talking about how she started lifting. I'm going into my Natasha Denona Bailey. What do I want to use real quick? Hold on. Should I just use like peach pump? No, I'm gonna use Nudist. This is a little pink color right here. She was talking about how she used to do that too. Like she would do cardio and then she started lifting because muscle burns fat. So you want to lift and build muscle because that's what burns the fat off. So I was like, oh, okay, I'll fucks with that. So that's why I've been lifting. I really don't know where I was going with that, but I was just saying, oh, I was talking about the Americans, that's right. So it was like a show that, you know, I would just watch at the gym while I was lifting and stuff. But as the seasons kind of went on, I started getting like more and more and more and more into it. And now I'm like, oh my God, I kind of really like this show. It's not like a show that I would be like, oh my God, I recommend this so much, it's fucking awesome, like Breaking Bad or anything, but it is a really good show, and there's a lot of seasons to it, and it's like very in-depth. At first I didn't really care for it, and Tim's like, well, you know me, I like all that spy shit. He's into all that like spy fucking blah blah blah. I don't know any other words for it besides spy. He's into like all that spy shit, and you know, he reads like books like that about spies and government, blase. I don't fucking know, you guys, whatever you want to call it. He reads all that stuff. He likes all that stuff. Conspiracy theories, which, you know, I fucks with too, but he's like into all that stuff. So he's like, well, maybe it's just because, you know, I'm like really into all that spy stuff and whatever else. So I was like, yeah, that's probably it. But now I really like it. The problem that I have with it though is I just wish the actors in it were different people. I'm just washing my brush off real quick, Ratchy. I just wish the actors in it were different because I feel like fucking Felicity Huffman or whatever the fuck her name is. That's not her name. What is her name? The bitch that stars in, oh, Carrie Russell. Felicity Huffman. Who even is that? Who's Felicity Huffman? Is that the bitch that she played like in that TV show back in the early 90s? Was that her name? I know it was Felicity something. Was it Felicity Huffman? It possibly was. But anyways, I think she's a horrible actress. I really do. Like, and it's not so much that she's just like overacts or underacts. She's just like so dead. And I know, because I was telling Tim about it and he's like, it's probably because that's like kind of what her character's supposed to be. So if you've never watched the show, let me fucking dial it down a little bit, take it back, explain what the F I'm talking about. If you've never watched the show before, basically what it's about is, you know, it's based back in the 70s or 80s, maybe 80s, I think it's the 80s, where it was like a big thing, like Russian spies coming over to America and like trying to spy on our government and, you know, get the same things as far as like weaponry and stuff like that that our government had. They were trying to like come over here and steal it and steal our technology and stuff like that and then take it back to Russia. So these two people, the stars of the show, are a man and a woman who are married and they play as an American couple, but they're really Russian spies. That's basically the premise of the show. They've got kids, they like live this like alter American life, and they're like really Russians or whatever. But anyways, just as a little, you know, like if you've never watched it, never heard of it or anything like that, that's just kind of the basis of the show. So I don't know. I think she's like just a bad actress. First of all, can I just say, maybe it's because I used to be a smoker, but whenever I see an actor or an actress and they're smoking a cigarette and they don't inhale, it fucking drives me nuts. Like, to me, that's bad acting. Like, you need to fucking, if you're an actor, you need to go for it, balls to the wall, do it up, girl, inhale that cigarette. And little Miss Felicity Huffman, whatever the fuck her name is, Carrie Russell, she doesn't inhale her cigarettes because she smokes cigarettes on the show and she doesn't inhale them, and it drives me insane. Every time I see her smoke a cigarette, I'm like, ugh, you're such a bad actress, just inhale it, you look so stupid. Like, it takes me back to my youth a little bit because it kind of reminds me when I was young, I first started smoking, thought it was super cool. And you know, like, when you were young, if you have been a smoker or are a smoker, if you are still a smoker, girl, you need to quit, okay? Just saying. But if you've ever been a smoker, you know that like when you start off when you're young, everybody always says like, if you blow it out your nose, that means you inhale. So you would like take a hit off a cigarette and just blow it out your nose. Take a hit off a cigarette, blow it out your nose. Like every time you hit the cigarette, you blow it out your nose because that meant you were inhaling, because you didn't know how to inhale when you were that age, you know what I mean? And like, that's what she does. She reminds me of like a 15-year-old girl that's like smoking for the first time. She holds her cigarettes like this. I hate it when people hold their cigarettes like this and smoke. Oh my God, that drives me nuts. Her husband's fine, like he smokes right, he inhales and everything else. But no, girl, there's even like, there's in one of the series or seasons, he is like trying to get information out of this girl whose dad is like a CIA agent, and the 15-year-old girl inhales her fucking cigarettes or whatever it is. I mean, I'm sure she's not 15 in real life, but you know what I'm saying. The 15-year-old girl inhales her cigarettes, and the lead actress for the show doesn't. It just drives me crazy. I don't know why. It's just one of those things. It's a pet peeve for me. I hate it when people don't inhale their cigarettes when they're acting. It drives me nuts. I think it takes away from the authenticity of the character. So there's that. And just by the way that she acts, I don't like her acting, basically. I just don't think that she does a very good job. I've been using Nudist this whole entire time, BT dubs, which, I mean, it doesn't matter. I'm just getting ready. It doesn't matter, girl. I think it just takes away from the authenticity of the character, and not just that, she's just not a good actress. Let's leave it at that. Her husband, on the other hand, he is good acting. Like, his acting and stuff is good, but I don't like his face. I don't know why. Like, I just wish they would have chose different people. Like, I know the show was like, you know, predominantly popular, and I hear like a lot of people, or I see, you know, like magazine articles or blog articles or whatever, hear people talking about it, but I think had they chose different actors to play Elizabeth and Philip, who are like the two Russian spies who are supposed to be American, I think the show would have like blown up. If they had better actors, I think the show would have just took off. But unfortunately, they're not very good actors, and you just don't like feel it, you know what I mean? That's the one thing that bothers me. But the premise behind the show and the storyline behind the show is so good. So it's just really neat. It's kind of a cool show. And I didn't even like it at first. I'm gonna go into vintage taupe. But now I do. So there's that. I don't really know if you guys give a fuck, but y'all always be peeping up on my TV recommendations and stuff like that. You guys always give me the best TV recommendations, so give me some, girl. Ooh, have you guys started watching what's it called? Handmaid's Tale. Handmaid's Tale started back up again. I'm so excited. Ugh, I'm so happy it started again. I've been waiting. I'm trying to get Tim to watch that. See, it's fucked up because he be like telling me to watch something, so I watch it, so we can watch it together. And then when I tell him to watch stuff, he doesn't watch it. It drives me crazy because I'm like, dude, we could totally watch this together. That's me and you time. Even though secretly, don't tell him, but I don't like to watch TV with him because I'm a binger. Like, I'm a crackhead when it comes to TV. I was just talking so much on my camera stop. So since my camera stopped, I was like, ooh, got an idea. Go downstairs, get your charger for your phone so you don't lose your monitor. I have a little flip out screen, but I'm trying to like use my phone because I keep staring at that stupid fucking screen. But anyways, as I was saying, I am, oh, and Little Baby Hoy is up here, by the way. So if you hear him digging and scratching, that's him. He doesn't have fleas or anything. He has allergies. I'm looking into getting it fixed right now. He's been to the vet a couple of times. I think I'm gonna switch vets because the vet that I was currently taking him to is like not helping at all with his allergies. Like, it was like every time I would take him in there, they'd be like, I'd say, oh, I think he's allergic to this. And they'd say, yep, that's what he's allergic to. And then, you know, he would continue to scratch. Basically what he does is like he scratches himself a lot, not to the point where he gets like hot spots or anything like that, but he's itchy, you know what I mean? So it's like, I know it's gotta be uncomfortable. It's not constantly all the time, but it's a lot. It almost is like, if you've ever seen a dog that has fleas, they don't like constantly dig, but you know, like there are periods of times where they'll sit there and like scratch themselves because there's like a flea biting them or something. He doesn't have fleas. They have Seresto collars. If you don't know what that is, like flea collar, a really fucking expensive flea collar, but it works really well. But anyways, so I'm looking into getting a different vet right now because my vet, like, just to break it down, I took him there, you know, when we first got him, and I said, oh my God. And when, you know, at first it was like, he would like dig at his paws, and like, I mean, his paws were like really raw. He did have huge hot spots on him. So I take him in, and first of all, I don't really care for that vet because they're a bunch of fucking judgy cocksuckers. Like, you just like quit staring at me with your judgy eyes. You know what I mean? I take care of my fucking animals. Thanks, Veronica. So I take him in there, and I was like, I don't know if it's like something, see, you can hear him itching right now. I don't know if it's something outside or whatever, because it was summertime, he was fine in the winter. So she's like, oh, he's allergic to grass. Cause, well, actually I said, I wonder if he's like allergic to the grass or something outside, whatever. She's like, yeah, he's allergic to grass. So you need to wipe his paws off every time he comes in, do this. So we got these wipes. We would wash his paws off every time he came in from the outside, wipe him down with these wipes. Didn't fucking help. So I take him back, and this time when I take him back, I said, I wonder if it's like his food. I don't know. I just said in passing, like, I don't know if it's his food or something. Like the whole paw thing didn't work. Like washing his paws off and stuff didn't work. And she goes, it's probably his food. You need to put him on grain-free food. So I was like, okay. So I put him on that, and then I take him back again, and I said, and you know, it worked for like a minute, and then it didn't. So I switched him back to his old food. Well, then I take him back again, and I had just put, because we used to use Canine Advantix on him. So I need to like do my makeup while I do this. This is the problem. I sit here and talk to you guys, and then I don't do my makeup. That's why the video is so long. And I'm still just using vintage taupe. I'm just like trying to build these colors up that I'm using. So anyways, so I took him back again, and I said, I had just put in Canine Advantix on him, and he got really bad, like after I put that flea medicine on him. And so I take him back, and I was like, I just put Canine Advantix on him, and you know, he got really bad, and because I seen a flea on him, I said. So I said, I put his flea medicine on, and he got really bad. So she's like, I said, I wonder if he's like allergic to fleas, because when he was digging really bad, I saw a flea on him, not realizing that the last time I had put his flea medicine on, it had lapsed, like the time that I had put, you know, the flea medicine on or whatever. So I said, I wonder if he's allergic to fleas or the flea medicine. And then I was like, it can't be the flea medicine because I've used it before. So she goes, yeah, he's allergic to fleas, and you need to put him on a Seresto collar just to be sure, rather than, you know, the Canine Advantix that you actually put on him. So I'm like, okay. So he got better for a while, and then we started going to this groomer, and she was like, oh my God, you have to try this food, because, you know, I was kind of telling her his whole situation. And I love our groomer. She's like, she loves our dogs. She's awesome. And she's like, oh my God, you have to try this food. So I put him on this food, and which I know quite a few of you have probably heard this story already, because I like went through all this last summer and the summer before with this food situation. So I put him on this food. It was called Dr. Foster's and Grant Skin and Coat formula, right? So I stick him on this food. He's doing like really fucking good on this food. He wasn't itching, whatever. Everything was going great for like a year. Then they fucking discontinued the food. So now we're like going through the process of trying to find him a new food. Right now he's on Canadid, or Canadid, something like that. But it's like this fucking $70 a bag food. And it's, you know, helping, but it's not working how it should be. I feel like it should be to the point where he's not itching anymore. I don't know if there's any veterinarians out there, but can't you, like, I'm looking for something, I don't know what. I'm gonna put a lip liner to like match this on my eyelash line. But anyways, I'm like, if there's any vets out there, can't you like give him a cortisone shot or something? Is that like a thing? I don't know if that's a thing or not, but if it was, it'd be cool. So right now we're just looking into getting him a different vet. This is just the NYX lip liner in Nude. So I don't know what to do about it. If you guys have any suggestions, please fucking suggest away, because I don't know what to do anymore. So anyways, I don't even know like what got me on that tangent. I was talking about the fucking Americans, and then all of a sudden I just start going on a tangent about my dog, and I don't know where I was going with that. I think because Hoyt came up here, maybe? I don't know. But anyways, I think I was done talking about the Americans. Oh, I know what it was. I know what it was. I was saying I'm a crackhead when it comes to watching TV, like binging TV. I'm such a crackhead. There is no like shimmery color that I want to put on my lid in this Natasha Denona palette, so I'm gonna look around here and try to find something else. But anyways, so I'm a total crackhead. That's why I don't like watching it with Tim, because I'm like such a binger. I will binge the fuck out on TV. Like, I have to watch it. I get crazy about it, and I'm like, oh my god, I have to watch the next episode right now. I don't care what I'm doing, what's going on. I'm trying to kind of like dial it back a little bit and get out of that whole like I'm a fucking crackhead mode, you know what I mean? But it's hard when stuff is so good. It's so hard. I'm glad that, you know, what's it called? I'm gonna go into Modern Renaissance palette and use this Vermeer shade, because it's like a pinky shade. I'm really glad that, what is it called? Handmaid's Tale is like, I'm glad that that show isn't all at once, that I can watch it like over a period. Oh, and Westworld started again. Have you guys ever watched Westworld before? It's so good. I am so fucking confused though. Can somebody tell me what the fuck is going on in Westworld? Like, I get that, and I don't want to give it away for anybody, but I kind of get what's going on. Like, they're trying to take over or whatever, but like, what the fuck is going on? Tim had to like break it down for me last night, because I was like, I'm so confused. Like, when we were watching it, I just didn't get it. And then we finished, did you guys watch Unsolved? Like the Biggie and Tupac murders? It was called Unsolved. It had fucking Josh Duhamel in it, who's super fucking studly sexy. Oh my god, oh my god, he's so hot. I remember watching Las Vegas and being like, who the fuck is that? Because he's beautiful. I love Josh Duhamel, he's so hot. And I heard that him and Fergie are like super fucking nice people, and they're like super cool with fans and stuff like that. So I'm like, I need to meet you, just saying. So have you guys watched that show? It was so good. It's so sad though that like nobody seems to give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like, when it comes to that type of situation, hey, look at me. I'm gonna spray my brush with Cover FX spray instead of licking it today. Are you guys proud of me? I'm spraying my brush instead of licking it. Are you proud? You should be. As I was saying, I think it's sad that they're just like not concerned with solving it at all. I kind of feel bad for, you know, the mother of Biggie Smalls and the mother of Tupac, because that's got to be bad as a mom, like, you know, not knowing what happened. Like, the Tupac murders, they said that they solved, but like, is that true? Because I kind of feel like Keefy D just kind of came out and said that for notoriety, you know what I mean? Like, he just came out of nowhere and was like, oh, by the way, I'ma confess now. Like, is that really what happened? Or is he just doing that for like publicity? Because if you'll notice, ever since he came out and said that, which he came out and said that at the beginning of 2018, I think, he's gotten so much notoriety for it. So it's like, did that really happen, or is he just saying that happened because the people that he's talking about are no longer living? So it's like, oh, I'll just say this happened, and then, you know, they ain't alive anymore, so it don't fucking matter. Nobody's gonna get in trouble. You know what I mean? So it's gonna get me a bunch of clout. I hate the word clout. I don't like that word. Do you? Do you like the word clout? I don't. I can't with the word clout. But regardless, he's like, this gonna give me a bunch of clout. So I feel like that's why I get it. And maybe that's not even, you know, I'm just taking that vintage taupe and kind of, this is not vintage taupe, by the way, Natasha Denona. This is like a pink color, just saying. Oh, speaking of vintage, but anyways, I think that that's what happened. That is my conspiracy theory, allegedly my conspiracy. Speaking of vintage, so sorry, I got a phone call. I don't remember what I was talking about before I got my phone call, so I'm gonna watch my thing back and see, what was I talking about? Oh, talking about the Keefy D thing. And then, I don't remember. I'm gonna rewind it back and see what I was talking about, because Tim just called me, so it like threw me off of my mentality game. I'm gonna put my lashes on anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw some lashes on and some mascara and watch this back and see whatever the fuck I was talking about, so I can continue with the conversation, and then I will BRB. Okay, I totally remember what I was talking about now. I have my lashes on, Jasmine Brown, Eyelure collaboration per usual. What I was talking about is, oh yeah, and I put a little bit of the NYX Wonder Pencil and Light in my Once hairline. So what I was talking about is, I said, speaking of vintage, because I totally had to rewind it back and check. Speaking of vintage, me and my mom went to these vintage shops at, in Columbus. I went to Columbus with my mom yesterday, and we went to these vintage shops. They were so fucking cool. Like, I couldn't tell you what the rest of them is called, but one of them was called, I think it was called Antiquities or something like that, and it's on High Street. It's on North High Street. God, I can't remember what the other ones were called. One is called Vintage Toast. That's what one's called, and they have the coolest shit. Like, such, if you're somebody, like if you live in Ohio or live around the Columbus area and you like, what's it called, mid-century modern decor, they have the nicest stuff there. No, they have the nicest stuff there. Like, their furniture is like mid-century modern. It's like vintage furniture, but it's in such good quality. It's so hard to find like good quality stuff. And here in Ohio, like, it's very, I don't want to say like trendy, but like, a big thing in Ohio is like flea markets and like antique shops and stuff like that, especially because in the Midwest, the whole, I need to like do my makeup while I'm doing this, girl. In the Midwest, the whole, like, they call it primitive decor, which is like stars and like old, I don't know how to explain it, like Paula Deen cookware, I guess, is what reminds me of primitive. I don't know why. I'm trying to think of something that would be like primitive decor. I don't know, but that's like the thing in the Midwest. Like, everybody decorates in this like primitive decor. And so there's like a lot of like antique shops and stuff like that around our area. These like vintage or antique shops are the cleanest things I have ever seen. It's on North High. I don't know what the crossing street is, but I know it's on North High. The one's called Vintage Toast. I fucking felt like I was walking up in a scene of Casino. It was so dope. I wish I could decorate in like mid-century modern, but I would totally just like have to redo everything. And I like more modern type modern, I guess. I don't know, like minimal modern, I guess, is like what I like. Like gray, like a lot of grays and blacks and greenery and things like that. There's a neighbor again. I'm sure Hoyt's gonna start barking, so get ready for it, girl. I'm gonna use this Nude NYX eyeliner, or I mean lip liner, on my lips right quick. But these vintage shops are just so cool. Like, this is quite disturbing, but I was like, oh my god, that is insane. They had like an original copy of Mein Kampf. I was like, what the fuck? You could tell it was like the old, you know, like when he first did it or whatever, which is, I know, totally disturbing. I need to quit talking and do this liner. Give me 1 sec. Can we talk about the fact that I'm doing liner right now? Like, when do I ever put fucking lip liner on my lips? I don't know, I just seen it sitting there and I was like, ooh, let me focus with that. Did I fill it in? I think I'm just gonna, oh shit, I just about got out of the lines. I'm gonna fill it in too. think I'm just gonna leave it like that and put my Ulta Shiny Sheer Gloss in the shade Coral on top of it, although it's probably not Coral anymore because I used it on so many different lip colors. It was like clear looking and now it's like a hocus on it. Now it looks like that, and it was like kind of clear looking. Oh, that's sad. I think I'm done. I'm done getting ready, I believe. Is there anything I cut myself off on and was like talking about and then stopped talking about it? I'm not really sure. You guys can tell me all up in the comments. So I'm done getting ready. I kind of want to keep on talking, but I need to film my favorites video. I know I said it in my favorites, but I'm sorry I didn't have a video on Tuesday. It was completely out of my control. Stupid fucking computer. Like, it totally corrupted my files after going through madness for the entire day Tuesday. It was nuts. And then Wednesday I was in Columbus with my mom. By the time I got home I had to make supper and help bro with homework and do all the things, so I just didn't have time to refilm. So here we are today. At least today's video is up, right? So I will let you guys know. Probably I might even start it next week, like my new schedule. I just don't know what days to do. I need to kind of like figure out what days to do. So if my videos are kind of scattered around, like one comes up on a Wednesday and one comes up on a Friday, or you know what I mean? Because I'm not sure yet if the whole Monday, Wednesday, Friday thing is gonna work per se, just because like I said, Mondays is like kind of when I do all my shit, like my running and stuff. So we'll see. Once I get it figured out, I'll let you guys know. But anyways, that's it. I'm done. This fucking shirt was like stuck up on my arm and shit. So my hair's like starting to get really flat because it's so fucking humid in here right now. I'm dying. So I'm gonna go. That's it. I'm done. So that's, you know, that's yeah, that's it. So anyways, yeah, that's what's up. Come say hi to me in the comments sheet and we can talk about things and stuff, about some of the stuff that I talked about that I have no recollection of at this moment because I have short-term memory loss. Just saying. I think it's a thing. I don't know what it is, but when I get so many things going through my brain at once, and then I be talking about something and I totally forget what I talk about. Everybody knows me like that. They know I do that a lot. So now you guys know. So that's awesome. You're welcome, I guess. I don't know. So I'm gonna go. So thank you guys so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you're not. If you wanna subscribe to my messy ass, that would be amazing. I would appreciate it very much. Don't forget to hit the bell notification, because y'all know the YouTubes be going crazy up in here. They be unsubscribing people if you don't hit that bell notification. Notify yourself of my videos. I know it's kind of annoying, like who wants to be notified every time like Jeffree fucking Star or somebody like that uploads a video. I get it, girl, but you'll be helping me out a lot. I swear you will, and I'll love you forever for it. So there's that. You're welcome. No. Okay, so follow me on all my social media here, and I will catch you guys in my next one. Peace.
Don't just start, mister. Don't just start. He just lays down and takes it. I'm sorry. Remember, like, okay, here we go, here we go.